Hello and welcome back to Views on the Road. Today we're going to make an old-fashioned Mexican dinner, and we're going to start by placing 3 pounds of beef into our Instant Pot. 2 chile guajillos, make sure to remove the stems and the seeds. 1/4 of an onion. 3 garlic cloves. 2 bay leaves. 1 teaspoon of Mexican oregano. 1 teaspoon of black pepper. 1 heaping teaspoon of salt. And 4 cups of water. And now you're going to pressure cook for 30 minutes and you're going to allow a slow release. And while our beef is cooking in the Instant Pot, I'm going to get started on some easy dinner flour tortillas. The recipe that I'm using today is our most recent one, and it seems to have been able to help a lot of you, so go ahead and check it out if you haven't. And boom, done. Our beef is ready. Go ahead and start removing your beef pieces, and as far as the broth, don't get rid of it. You can make a fideo soup, which is a classic simple recipe. Now the onions that are in here, you can keep them with what we're gonna make, but I'm gonna keep that for my soup, and I'm gonna start taking out our garlic cloves. We are gonna need those. And what I'm going to do with the remaining broth, I will be blending everything together. The onions, whatever's left over from the beef, and our chilies. And I'm going to be using that for the broth for our soup. Shred your beef. And it doesn't have to be too thin. Just simple pieces, just like this. Some of them are going to be smaller, but this is what you're looking for. For those of you that have an Instant Pot, remember that you can place this beef in the morning before you have to go to work. You can start cooking it and allow it to be in a slow pressure release and just keep it there until you get home, and it's going to be nice and warm and perfect, and it's going to be even more tender than this. Place your burner on a medium heat and drizzle about 1/2 tablespoon of oil. Remember watching the cooking shows and you're like, that's more than 1 tablespoon.
Every time. And karma has hit us because people tell us that now.
It's more than this. That's funny. I used to think that too.
Yeah.
Once your oil gets warm, you're going to add 1/2 sliced onion, 2 Anaheim peppers, and 2 tomatoes. And if you can't find Anaheim, pick your favorite green chili. We're going to continue to cook our ingredients for another 4 to 6 minutes until our onions are translucent and our tomatoes are nice and soft. Once your ingredients are nice and soft, you're going to start adding your shredded beef. Give that a loving mix. Our beef is so juicy. I got a really good cut this time. I'm so excited. I saved some of the broth that we blended with all the onion and all the extra stuff, and you're just going to pour just a little bit. We're going to go with about 1/2 cup. You want to make sure that you serve this juicy and not dry. So if for some reason you make this early on in the day and you want to serve it later for dinner, you can cook it and then save your broth, and when you warm it up, you can add that broth that we added, and it's going to keep it nice and juicy for you. This is also the time where you can adjust salt to taste if you want to use chicken bouillon, or if you want to use salt. For us, we kept it with salt, keep it nice and light. And I'm going to be using about 1/2 teaspoon of salt. Once you've combined all your ingredients, you're going to continue to cook for another 8 to 10 minutes on a medium-low heat. And boom, done. We are ready to serve. Look at how delicious that looks. This is so comforting for me. I'm going to feast today, you guys. And you serve this with your Mexican rice and some creamy, smooth beans. And right when you serve your beans, you want to add your cheese so it can get nice and melty. Some of you think you're not going to eat a little bit of a salad. You're just going to make a little space here. And you're going to eat your salad. Don't look at me like that with the tomatoes. I know you have them on top of your Taco Bell tacos. This is no different. You're going to eat them. And you're gonna need some freshly made flour tortillas. Here we have our soup or fideo, and all I'm gonna do to that is I'm gonna add a little bit of onions and cilantro to the top. And any kind of barbacoa, birria, any beef broth that you have left over, you can always use it for an extra dish, just like this. I'm gonna need somebody very special to say And these are the old-fashioned dishes that really bring comfort to your home. I grew up eating carne deshebrada, shredded beef, and honestly, I don't think I can stop. So I hope that you guys enjoy this dish as much as our family does because it's absolutely delicious. As always, Cloud and I are wishing you the best. We hope you enjoyed your dinner today, and on that one, we'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye! Adios!